Hello, I'm Tabb Justice, and this week we'll be hunting monster bucks in Ohio, but we will also be hunting does in Ohio. You see, it's gun season, and it's time for some deer to hit the ground. It's good to kill some monster bucks, but it's also good to kill some monster does. So come along with us, and I'll show you how my week turned out. I'm Tabb Justice, and here's my story. This is the first day of shotgun season here in Ohio, and I am hunting on my son's farm, Jacob Justice. We have had a tough time of it this year. A lot of hot weather. The rut just seemed to be non-existent. This morning I hunted over on what we call the hillside line, and I didn't see a deer, not even a doe. The weather is turning bad. It's supposed to rain this evening, and it is really supposed to put it down. It's supposed to be windy, and I am hoping that gets these deer on their feet. The farmer has taken all the beans off, and so what we got left is basically our food plot that's right here. The first 20 yards is clover and chicory. The second 20 yards has some beans mixed into it, and we actually had some wild pumpkins that came up from last year when we threw pumpkins out after the season was over. And so I went out and actually smashed those pumpkins all up. There's a couple in here, and there's a couple out further. Deer don't seem to want to touch pumpkins till they actually break open and they can get inside of them. So if they find those pumpkins, hopefully they'll get a taste for pumpkin and come on back. I haven't shot anything this year, so I need a little meat for the freezer. If I get a good shot at a doe, and I can lay down the footage, I'm self-videoing. If I can lay that footage down, I'm going to shoot a doe. And if Quattro or George or the buck that we call John Doe, any one of those three bucks show up, I'll be glad to put them on the ground too. But Jason and Jake are over at the new property where we've been seeing a couple of really nice bucks too. And they're going to try and see what they can come up with over there. It's Jason's turn to really be the hunter. But it is gun season, and we need to be trying this. So I am trying this self-video thing. I'm not a real fan of this, but it's better than sitting home with your feet propped up. So I'm in the redneck and waiting for the rain to come, but more importantly, hopefully some deer will come. So it's about 1:15, so I got like 4 hours that I can sit here. So hang with me, and we'll see what we can find. I brought the equalizer. This is payback for any of the deer that got away from us in archery season. My equalizer, the 1187. Yeah. So here's my view that I have out of the redneck blind. Oh, there's a deer. No, sorry, that's just a decoy. I put out the decoy at about 40 yards, 50 yards. And this is out the side window. A lot of deer come right out beside the corner of the barn there for some reason. This is Jezebel. She's our decoy. And we're hoping that old Jezebel does her trick tonight. So, all you guys need a Jezebel decoy in your life, because we have seen bucks just destroy that decoy. Tonight I have her out as a doe. So, we'll see what she can bring in before. So it's extremely windy out. I haven't seen a deer, so I thought not been the case for me tonight. And there's a big slug of rain just west of here. I don't know if they're hunkering down and getting ready for this low pressure system to come through or what. But for the first day of gun season, I've been really disappointed. I haven't seen a thing. I'm gonna try and hang in there. You never know what's gonna come in, but if it really starts dumping it, it's getting late now and it's not looking good, so the next time you may see me might be the second day of the season. So it is what it is. You can't control the weather. You can't even control the deer. So you just do the best you can and move on. So here's what happened. The rain started to pick up. It started to get heavier, got later, and it seemed like it was time to give it up. We were down to the last couple minutes of decent video light, and with the rain getting heavy, I was ready to pack it in for the day. You know, as soon as you get ready to pack it in for the day, that's when it seems to happen. So I'd say hang in there, because this is what happened to me. I looked over to the left where the barn is, and here come a yearling. I noticed that the doe was following her. So the question is, can I get the camera swung to my hard left, still get out the window, and still get on her and take her? This is what happened. Wasn't that a surprise? I looked over and here there's a fawn walking out from behind the barn. And the mother was standing over here to the left. I wasn't sure whether I could get the camera over there tight enough, but I did. And I dropped her in her tracks. And now I'm finally on the board. Whew. Well, it's just a doe, but it feels good to pull the trigger on the gun. One down. So here's the deal. In Ohio, you fill out your tag, and then when you get a chance within the first 24 hours, you report your deer, and you actually call it in and get a confirmation number. So I'm going to fill out my tag right here in the blind. Since it's pouring down raining outside, I figure I might as well fill it out in here, and then when we get out there to pick it up, I'm not going to video because of the pouring down rain. I can't mess up my camera. But I finally got a doe on the ground, so a little meat for the freezer,